has to end. One of the recommendations was that not that the bulk collection ends, but just that it's stored in a different place. In other words, instead of the government storing all this data, they recommend that private companies store it. Now, the private companies have been asked in the past to store this data. They don't want to. So that's different. There are some other recommendations, such as instead of going and looking for stuff and then asking later for the FISA court to approve that, you have to go in advance and show some kind of probable cause. But I think that the collection of massive amounts of metadata is here to stay. The question is, can there be some kind of safeguards set up so that abuses don't happen in the future?
And then who sets them up and who monitors them, Steve?
Well, that's the big question, and that's part of what this report, I think, tried to do, was strike this balance. It was interesting in the quote that you read from the top of the report. The question is not whether granting this government this authority makes us safer, but whether it's worth the trade-off, in effect, which is an acknowledgement that this does, in fact, make us safer. I would be very careful about stripping away a lot of these restrictions, even if we have questions about them, even if we think in some cases they've gone too far. I think if you start to walk them back, systematically walk them back, you could be looking at future intelligence failures. And at that point, we'll all be looking around saying, well, shouldn't we have done more to prevent these attacks?